Περιμένω μήπως μου δώσει κανένα ρεπορτάζ.
What?
Mr. Theognis? I'm Rafael, the reporter.
You are late.
Well, you are a difficult man to find. It's pretty cold outside.
I don't think highly of people who do not respect time.
I'm sorry. I didn't know we had to like each other.
We don't have much time. Let's get down to business.
I am an investigative reporter. And you, sir, need me. Your desperation and the nature of my profession would be enough to counter our inability to like each other.
Indeed. So what do you know? And what do you want to know?
Well, a little bird told me that you have unlocked a mystery. What I would like to know is how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Let me first tell you what I do.
I am an expert of a very different nature. I specialize in reading, understanding, and translating old languages. People bring all kinds of old documents to me, very old documents, and I translate it for them.
What kind of documents?
Primitive manuscripts, petitions, inheritance issues as their own wills, cave languages of earlier civilizations, all kinds of periargos. Do you know what periargos means, Raphael?
Should I know?
It means curiosity in ancient Greek. There are those who say curiosity is the seed of entire human civilization. It is this curiosity that took us to the moon and made Schrödinger think of putting a cat in the box. But some say this curiosity is the epicenter of human hunger. It disturbs the tender equilibrium of our world. Do you know why I know the meaning of periargos, but you don't?
Because you probably managed to solve some fucking mystery?
Because this is what I do. This is what I am. I am what some will call a linguist, the lover of languages.
I hope I have not come so far for a lecture on old forgotten languages.
Patience is very rare nowadays, isn't it? Attaining this ability has taken me a lot of years. While translating different pieces, once in a while I would come across something unique, something very specific. Some unusual capital letters, a series of deliberate spelling mistakes, weird references. When dwelling further, I realized these were no normal text, these were codes. Messages designed in a very specific way, intended to be understood by specific people.
How can you be so sure those texts were codes? You are a linguist, right? I happen to know no such history where a linguist and a code breaker are the same.
In 4th century BC, there was an Indian musician by the name of Pingala, the younger brother of a great scholar named Panini, who, while developing musical notes, came across a unique pattern of numbers, which are today famously known as Fibonacci numbers.
I'm obliged by this game-changing piece of information. What's your point?
When a musician can discover a pattern which amazes us even today, then a linguist can bloody well become a code breaker.
Sure, he can become whatever pleases him.
I'm not a trained code breaker though. Self-learned over a period of time, developed my own methods. The most common pattern was a single molar, a single pattern all over the text, like repetitive spelling mistakes, but in a specific pattern.
Do elaborate.
Suppose I want to covertly pass on a name to you. Maybe the name of a location. Say Berlin. Or write a letter. Oh, casual one, you know? How are you? I am fine. My wife is pregnant again. Those times. But in the letter, I commit silly spelling mistakes.
Member as M-E-M-E-R. And he found as E-L-P-H-A-N-D. brother as B-R-O-T-H-E.
B-E-R, and so on, and on, and on, until voila! We have it! Berlin! Shh! Wait! Don't move! It must be them! We have to hurry!
Why? Who the bloody hell was at the door?
Nothing. Listen. Listen to me very carefully. I need your entire attention. So, like single molar, codes can go to any level. A double molar would consist of two patterns. Maybe spelling mistakes, combined with breaking a paragraph at some specific word, or writing some text in bold, or underlining some specific words. So, they could develop different patterns. Hence, triple molar, quadruple, 10, 15 molar. Difficulty level of each code would be number of pattern times length of the text. Difficulty was termed as weep. Usually a code of 5 weep would consist of 2 patterns times 1,000 words. Further, I realized that making such codes was more common in ancient history. You know? As means of secrecy in warfare and common politics. Knowledge is power, you know!
What does this have to do with your secret?
What's your poison? Cognac?
Sure.
Good. 15 years ago, a visitor dropped by. He carried with him a huge collection of excavated papyrus texts.
By the look of it, I thought it must be 4, 5 centuries old. But the language written on it was ancient Sumerian, which dated almost 400 years before Christ. This guest of mine asked me to translate the whole of it. He wanted extreme precision. So, there was no deadline given. He said that even if it would take eternity, he would ensure that he would keep the supplies flowing. I agreed. It seemed like a great deal. And I had a chance of exploring God knows what mystery.
So, what were these texts? Codes?
Not codes, but the entire of it is a single code. One code spread all along those 1824 pages. 550,000 words times 60 identified patterns. Around 81,000 whips. It is the toughest code mankind has ever heard of. A 5 whip code usually takes 1 day to be written. So by that calculation, this code would have taken someone 44 years to be written. If that someone did it every single day and night.
What does it mean? Were you able to decode it?
You don't really get it, do you? Or you've just managed to scratch the surface. or have yet to explore what's beyond that.
Really? 15 years? To scratch the surface?
Look, you have to understand. Sumerian is a language of symbols. And a lot of times, different symbols could have different meanings. An animal could symbolize an expression or an event, depending on the context.
So what all exactly have you managed to understand till now?
What's this about? Tell me.
You have to leave. You will have to leave now.
What do you mean, leave now? I'm sorry. But I won't. Not until you tell me what information you got from these texts.
Our lives are in danger. I can't. You have to go.
Mr. Theognis, I sense this is something bigger than our lives. I'm not going until you tell me what you found out.
Okay. I will tell you. But you will leave immediately after that.
You have my word.
I've made some progress, but most of it is in parts and chunks. Some parts are coherent, but lots of them are identical, with no relation to other parts. In a continuous process, the design of a temple seems to be explained. At the altar of this temple, there's a statue of an axe-wielding man, which they believe had supernatural powers. The most exciting chunk is a travelogue of a person who seems to have taken a journey to the east towards the river Hindus. In this account, the traveler meets a group of people who could practice extreme physical as well as mental control. There is mention of people walking on banana leaves on water, and people healing diseases with the touch of their hands.
Why do you think someone would encode a travelogue?
Ha! Finally, a sensible question. The people our traveler seems to have met used to practice a difficult as well as harsh meditative art. They had identified 7 points in the human body which could be used to alter the metaphysics of the body. Mastering this art could help you walk on water, recreate life, survive disasters, and also teach something which has caught the imagination of our species since eternity.
7 points on the human body. Are you referring to the alchemical symbol of apotheosis? The transformation of man into God? It is said that the mind holds the key to divinity.
Divinity, yes! Or more specifically, I would say immortality.
Did that person who gave it to you ever revisit?
Oh, pardon me, I forgot to tell you. When the person gave me the book, I asked, how would I inform him when I'm done with it? He gave a very strange reply.
Which was?
He said, when you do it, I will come to know that Twam Asi.
Were you able to find out what other points of the human body they mastered to achieve such power?
These points are extremely precise points of the human body, which act as control centers. I could figure out only 3 till now.
What are those?
Tip of the thumb, the heart, and the center of the forehead. You know, this is the age of idolatry. The secrets are lost, and none knew the identity of the mysterious man who stood at the altar. And
revealing all the secret books of the world and manuscripts like these. This is the most evident in the creation of myths. Allegory concerning Adam and Eve and the Cardon of Edon. The Brahmanic legends of the incarnation of Vishnu. Everything led to the same one thing. Each human being is potentially divine.
Okay. These points in the human body, how did they control it?
They developed cultic arts, ritualistic formula, spells, hymns, for practicing physical as well as mental control.
The long lost secret of ages. Do you really think they could be immortal?
I don't know. They seem to remain immortal in these texts. But reality? Who knows?
What the heck are you doing, Theo? I told you 1,000 times. You can't be here.
What are you gonna do? You gonna threaten me? Huh? Get lost! I am going to expose you!
To whom? Raphael? Get hold of yourself.
Are you blind? He is...
Do you really think they could be immortal?
I don't know. They seem to remain immortal in these texts. But reality?